Hey, peace, world. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment clip. My name is Wood. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, hit that like button for me. I had to come back and follow up on episodes 5 and 6 of BOSCH. I did a live stream over the weekend. You can hear my dog in here whining about something. We got somebody working on the house right now. He's down here and stuck with me. But as I was mentioning, I did a live stream Saturday and talked through episodes 1 through 4. That got very lengthy, so I was trying to chunk this up into something shorter. The season is very interesting. I mean, it's great so far. It's basically what you come to expect if you're a BOSCH fan. So here it is. Episode 5 is called Money Honey. Episode 6 is called The Ace Hotel. Quick synopsis on Money Honey. Episode 5. BOSCH dives deeper into Daisy Clayton's troubled past. Edgar scrambles to find evidence confirming BOSCH's suspicious in the Kent case. That's the doctor who we first met, who opened this season 6, as he was stealing the radioactive material that he thought he was going to have to exchange for his wife. And then it also says Hovan goes undercover to learn more about Avril's criminal dealings. That's the case that J. Edgar is working. Episode 6. The Ace Hotel. So Chandler, BOSCH's lawyer, she's been around a couple of seasons now, but Chandler brokers a plea deal that leads to a confession in the Kent case. The widow, they jam her up, and then it all goes on, giving BOSCH and Edgar all they need to go after Kent's killer, who they've picked up on a wire and tracked down to be the FBI agent, Maxwell, I believe is his name. And then it goes on, BOSCH digs deeper into a street hustle involving Daisy, the cold case that he's working. But Elizabeth, Daisy's mother, causes trouble when she pursues a lead on her own. So that's kind of where you are through in episodes 5 and 6. Some other things that are going on. Lieutenant Billets has some beef going on with, I presume that's her captain. And then also Billets is making, I don't know if she's making advances at the female detective. I don't know her name. It's a million characters. To keep track of. But Pierce's partner, she lets it be known that like she's uncomfortable with what's going on. And Pierce, everybody on here has these pristine moral code or ethics and morals and whatnot. So Pierce is like, hey, you told me about this. Now I gotta go and I gotta say something, or he's complicit. So that's going on. We also shout out to Thomas Jones, former NFL running back with the Chicago Bears. I believe he's a top 10 all-time NFL in yards gained. He pops up with it's been his court case that Chandler and BOSCH's daughter, Maddie, or Madison, have been working on. And now it looks like instead of a 6-figure deal, Chandler has, and with the help of Mads, they now have a way to get into like $3 to $5 million for his for a deal that she's putting together for a wrongful conviction or time served, such and such, something like that. And then also Deputy Chief Irving has to go and get married to his girlfriend. I think they were living together anyway, but now she's pregnant. He lost his son in season 3 or 4 or something. So he goes to visit his son's grave. But one thing that he does is it comes out that he needs to do something in his mayoral candidacy. He needs to do something to attract women. So he's been advised to go and get Chandler, the lawyer, as a powerful woman in the city, to endorse him. But now that she has this huge 6-7 figure lawsuit against the city, I guess we're going to see some fireworks there. And all of this is kind of, like I said, if people don't like BOSCH, or you don't like it, if you do like it, I really just credit them for this phenomenal universe that they've built, in LA, and I'm loving all of it. The ironic thing here is that Irving, deputy chief, who's played by Lance Reddick, I think his name was Irving. No, that was the other guy. Daniels was his name in The Wire. But in The Wire, he was, he had to struggle. He was in such a struggle to do everything in The Wire. And then by the time, with all of that, he just he plays a hell of a, police brass, police department brass. His, the chain of command, his decision making, his involvement in certain cases, holding people accountable. He damn near plays his role too well, which several characters on here do. So we'll get ready to shut this thing down. It was interesting that the FBI team, the female agent, she ends up killing her partner, who had been her partner for a couple of years. He didn't want to go. He got sucked into this thing and was completely in love with the widow. It was interesting that the widow is played the love interest of Wolverine in the Origins movie, but that's the same actress. But he's down. I don't know if I believe that case is over with for some reason. They threw us a little loop with Brenner getting involved, getting caught up in his name. Brenner is the special agent in charge, the FBI special agent in charge. And then I guess to shut this down, let's try to stay under 10 minutes. All while this is going on, BOSCH is kind of zeroing in on what happened to Daisy, the cold case. He's contacted a couple of different people, so we're getting some idea of who those suspects are. And then under everything, this 308 sovereign group, who we were originally led to believe was trying to pull off this domestic terrorist act, now that they've been provoked with the one lady's husband being gunned down on their property, she's adamant that there needs to be some payback. So very quietly in these little short scenes, we're seeing real small developments or progress with whatever they're going to do to pay BOSCH back. And it's crazy because BOSCH really wasn't even the one that caused that. He set this in motion, I guess, to become their target by serving the warrant. But the FBI agent that's actually dead now is the one that instigated everything. And he was trying to cover his tracks because he needed this whole case to die anyway. So it's crazy that BOSCH could be caught up in something and there could be an attempt on his life, or and by way of him, maybe J. Edgar, or maybe even Mads. So again, it's really setting up, over the last 4 episodes to be pretty exciting in my opinion. I'm gonna leave it at that. Again, my name is Wood. I love to hear any feedback, or what you think is going on, how you feel about season 6, and so on and so forth. Hey, as I end all of my updates, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. 1.